You know, they scoop and buddy up. This is that. Next morning, I wake up. I look out. I never seen this. The fire truck came out with a big ass pools of blood all over. He's just spraying shorty down the drain, down the sewer pipe. That's what happens at the end. You get murdered in the street, they just spray you down the sewer. Damn. And so I'm leaving out of there, head back over my foot. I was about to drive back here, and it just hit me like yeah, we hooked up. I ain't seen shorty in a minute. Saw what we saw. It is what it is. Shit happens. But I'm leaving. I'm about to drive back to Chicago, the South Side, hear and see the same things potentially, right? But I can make moves. I could do this. I could do that. I'm not tied down. Plus, I'm not in the absolute worst neighborhood. You know what I mean? Like, I'm in Bronzeville. It goes down, but mind your business. Yeah. And I'm like, but she is stuck there on her first or second kid, not too bright. Ain't nobody finna wife her up, none of that. And it's like whenever I think about that time often, because I'm like, what does the world look like for her? You know what I mean?
That's deep.
And not to even get like too crazy, like, yeah, she just doesn't have some of the things that you need to be accidentally successful. If she had drive and determination and was like grinding on something every day, I would, but she's not even bright enough for that shit.
I think you're really just hitting on the human aspect of holy shit. You don't want to say people are lost causes, right? Nobody's ever a lost cause. But there's an outlier still. There's that ugly truth, right? I think for me, I came to be like, I'm coming to this conclusion recently about even capitalism, right? Mm-hmm. That in order for rich to be rich, there has to be poor. Like, has to be. That's quite literally how it works. And so who's the poor? The poor is us a lot of times, you know. Even right now, the jobs, people start losing jobs. Before you know it, it's, damn, what prospects do they have to prosper? And I think, what is it? Like, what do you think when it comes to that?
Oh, it's relative, right? Because our poor are in luxury mansions compared to a favela in Venezuela. Forget about it, right? You're living in a literal tin can. But if we're just keeping it in America, if we're just keeping
it's all perspective, right? Even like homeless folks, like there's still hierarchy said, like you got a tent, somebody just got a blanket and a dog, like it's all relative, right? I think even us, this is great, this is a castle, and then somebody else is like, damn, there's castles.
I wouldn't even fart in this if somebody else would be like, I wouldn't even use this to store my clothes. What's wrong?
This is crazy, bro.
But for capitalism, it's the best worst system out there because we're humans. We're competitors. It's the only thing that keeps us going, right? The Hispanic heritage, right?
Oh, this thing's actually on, huh? I'm like, is this a test run? All right, cool.
Real shit. Your Hispanic heritage,
yeah, Mexican.
Mexican
American. Yeah.
So, depending on what group of friends or family you're around, you're gonna hear some wild shit about black people. And/or white people, and/or anybody that's not Mexican, right?
And Mexicans included.
That's what I'm saying.
For sure.
So erase every other race off the planet except for Mexicans. And what are y'all gonna do? It's gonna be light-skinned versus dark-skinned, Norteños versus Sureños. We'll find a way.
Tribalism, right? Like it's still a thing. I was just thinking about that right now on the drive here. Because again, you cross neighborhoods, and it's like, what changes? Everybody has that same common goal: protection, prosperity, taking care of your own. But where does your own stop? Usually, when we try to join forces with people, there's some people we get along with, and then there's still that one level of tribalism, which is, I don't fuck with you for X, Y, Z.
Bro, your arms don't even agree to be equal. I don't fuck a human being.
That's tough.
Dude, put two identical twins in the womb. They won't agree on who gets to eat the most. They don't even got a brain to think. No. But one of them's going to be like, fuck you.
So surviving mixed with greed, I think, right? Because there's always a limit. It starts at surviving, and then everybody reaches that tipping point. When you got enough to survive, then greed takes over. Who's to say enough is enough, right? Because everybody's allowed to pursue that, again, for the right of our family. But where does our family stop? I think even, you ask what family means to each person, it varies, right? Like, some people it is their blood relatives. Some people don't see their blood relatives and still got family ties. So I don't know, man. I think it's just, especially right now, it's probably the time for all of us to start finding that common factor. Comedy for me actually is that bridge, bro.
Comedy is
it's that bridge, bro.
But
I seen it.
Even when I talk to, so let's say for lack of a better, let's say reparations, right? Let's say they agree to do reparations today. Done deal. Black Mexicans want some, sure. Those Chinese folks that we had build the railroads all the way to California, and the Japanese we locked up in internment camps during that one little, my bad. Everybody's gonna get reparations. The money, forget about it. Don't worry about it, right? Let's say they just do it today.
Okay.
This generation, the ones that have been crying, my generation and older, forget about them. They're gonna take the money and still be spiteful. They'll be like, ugh, all my $100 bills are wrinkled up. This government still sucks a dick, right? The generation we gave birth to have our lessons, our rules, and our pain, so they're barely gonna get it. If they gave reparations out today, we're not gonna be around to see the change, whatever change it would be. It would be our kids' kids, and actually our kids' grandkids.
That's what sucks, right? When they say change is slow, it is kind of like the seed concept. You still want to plant seeds you may never get to see or feel the shade of that tree. You still want to plant it, but people have been waiting on change for fucking ever now, right? I think now more than ever, we actually do have the means to probably broad message certain concepts that could get at people, and I think that's becoming the scary part. That's why people are trying to own the media right now. This type of media is what keeps us actually connected. If you really think about it, that's all we got. I think now, especially with threads and all fucking Twitters that actually let us get to one another, they still try to block it out. See how they buy up the companies like to keep us from actually communicating. Because when humans communicate, whatever media it is, whether it's in a room watching comedy or fucking tweeting shit out, going on Reddit, it's like, oh shit, we have a lot in fucking common. It's either humor, family, again, the concept of being hurt, suffering, and just ultimately still wanting to live a good, chill life. Why are people so scared of that? Because they're scared of us as humans, whatever the tribes are, actually getting together on what I think we're just lacking is love, right? Literally, it's basic. Yeah. It's love, self-love, and love for others. But you can't love others unless you love yourself.
On a consistent basis, it's hard. But I love my empathy. Like when people say they're scared about when the robots are like alive, I'm like, for what? Like that tells you how flawed humans are right there, right? Because if right, what would you say is give me one of your top 3 goals, whether it's right now, next year, next 5 years, before you die, whatever. Just give me one of your top 3 goals.
Shit, one that I'm gonna get to see or one that I'm not.
Anything.
Fucking buy a timeshare in Cancun.
Timeshare in Cancun.
But a nice one, not the basic one.
No,
they be selling you on some bullshit.
Like some bullshit.
Yeah, at least.
Right.
For like 3 weeks, not just the 2.
That you put out on Airbnb, make some money on the side. And, right. That's just one of your goals in the next 5, right? Now, if I was a UFC fighter and I wrapped my arm around the back of your head, over your neck, and started applying pressure and you couldn't breathe, what would be your top 10 goals? To be able to take a breath again. Right.
Like, don't let me die right here.
Right. So for humans, because we're in this Jello mobile that has to have air and blood and food and take a shit, our goals are very primal, right? So when they're like, man, when the robots take over, it's gonna start the war and this, that, and the third. They don't have a nose to plug. They don't want to fuck my old lady. They don't care what a steak tastes like. They don't need to sleep. They're not jealous. They don't care that I'm 6
They could definitely take over, like, easily, bro.
But for what?
Easily.
It doesn't have our motivations.
What
would you bribe a computer with? Oh, man. More electricity?
Shit, probably. I think more zeros and ones. I don't know. If you really think about it, I just seen this movie called Extinction the other day on Netflix. Yeah. It's got Michael Pena in it. Shout out Michael Pena, by the way.
Pena. Shout out. Yeah, shout out Michael.
He's from my neighborhood, bro.
No shit.
Like,
and the Watch guy.
Watch guy. He's in everything. And the Watch. Watch. He's in a lot of shit.
He's in a lot of shit, but that's the...
And he was Ant-Man. He's the homie in Ant-Man.
Yeah, and he was in
Crash.
everything.
He's always getting shot or getting shot at, bro.
Yeah.
His little daughter with the coat, and he's like, oh no! And then he survives. Like,
he
bro,
was in
that's my guy.
He wasn't in Training Day, was he?
He's probably little in that movie, but he probably was, bro.
In the background.
Just getting started.
Yeah,
he went to our neighborhood school. That's dope.
Rockwell.
Yeah, no, he's in that movie, and bro, he's the leading man in this shit, which I'm like, he be doing that. Fuck it. I don't want to give too much away, but fuck it. Fuck y'all. Y'all should have watched it anyway.
Stay tuned.
They're getting invaded by aliens, right? It's like humans getting invaded, and he's like looking out for his fam, yada yada. Turns out the people invading are humans, and they're like, "Oh shit, what the fuck?" They start having flashbacks. They're the robots that took over because they started having emotions. Like he started having empathy. And that's where he was kind of like, what the fuck? And his empathy made him step up to save his family, which wasn't really his family. They were just other robots. But the role they played was, that's my wife, those are my kids. Yeah. Human instinct, which is still ultimately what both drives us and kills us, right?
Yeah.
Both love and greed, they're right there. You know? Yeah. It did become, it makes you question, it's like, if robots could develop to such a rate where they can even start drawing and downloading from our universe, good fucking luck stopping them, bro. Because they're going to pick up on love and empathy and what that looks like probably quicker than us. And even them utilize it, well, why don't we just use love? Like, and again, I think you called out something right, though. Why do we think it's such a negative thing for them to take over? Why do they want to extinct us? Is that our own conscience scared that, oh shit, are we going to be oppressed the same way we've oppressed as humans? Probably. But if they want to take over, they could.
I can understand an ant better than I can understand a computer. Because I know an ant wants to eat, fuck, and sleep. I can vibe with that. Something that doesn't want those things, I don't. I can't. If I wanted to bribe a computer, I don't have anything to do it with. Here's a bad bitch.
Maybe just to protect it. Like, I'll make sure they don't unplug you, buddy. Like something.
It's good to think about. What was dope is that we're living in these times.
Unprecedented times, bro. In many which ways. Democrats are being caught to be Republicans. Like, it's all the same gig. People are figuring this shit out.
They still flip shit over the pyramids. It took thousands of years to build the pyramids. That shit was boring as fuck.
Imagine. We're building a pyramid. It's a pyramid scheme.
Yeah.
Capitalism is a pyramid scheme. They tell you that it's a fucking infinite system with finite resources. Make that make sense. It's going to run out. Somebody's get caught holding the bag. Guaranteed. They're saying, start with this generation. They don't give a fuck. They're on their way out. I don't know, man. I think all human experience, right, is relative. For some people, it's just what they're going to eat next. For others, what am I going to create next? Other people, vacation. I think that's why even when you ask me what my goals are, I was like, I'll give you my vacation goal. Like, there's the other serious ones, right, where it's like, I do want to perform at Chicago Theater. I do want to sell out the United Center. I do want to live that dream of not so much having adoration of fans, but so much being like, damn, I connected with all y'all to be in here based off of what I fucking believed in my head before you guys saw it. That's a goal, you know? But that's, fuck it. We'll see if that happens. The timeshare is more, save your money, invest, do whatever you want to do. And then there's inspiration. What's another goal? Inspire people. If I'm not going to be the best comedian, maybe the best comedian will be the person that saw me be, hey, he's funny, I want to try it.
Yeah.
But it's all relative.
I would never aspire to be the top. One, you don't get to say that about yourself. And two, like, I don't like the idea of being a number one. Like, when they do those little tests that tell you, like, are you a this, what type of personality you are?
What kind of kiwi you are?
I never would want to be in my eyes, it's always the number two that has the most power.
Oh, for sure.
And the number one is usually one with the biggest target on his back.
Oh, for sure. I think because of the massive influence you have without still having that target, right, on your back, I think there's power to that.
You can look in real life, or you could look in movies. If you ever watch Game of Thrones, the Hand of the King, they always stayed alive. The king and the queens, them motherfuckers died every 4 episodes.
See, I think they still get undone by the human characteristic of greed, right? Typically, it's when they want too much. But even the nicest king is still pissing off somebody that wants that title. So I think if you want to be number one,
doesn't even make sense much.
Shit, right? That's not even such a thing.
That's the other reason I can't be a king. I'm too chummy. I like being
right. Like, you all get whatever. You guys keep it ass for give them all. Like, bro, they're moving in. Like, oh shit. Like,
I mean, we got these cell phones because Steve Jobs was a fucking piece of garbage. We got Instagram followers because
Instagram's cool.
What's his name? Who's the white boy over at Instagram?
Zuckerberg? I think he owns
Zuckerberg.
He owns Facebook. Instagram,
He's a hunk of garbage. You saw the movie? He's a piece of shit. He's a lion stealing hunk of garbage.
Isn't that like anybody
Thomas
for the most
Edison?
part? That's crazy.
Those lights over there? Hunk of garbage. He made Tesla do all the work. stole all his IPs and all of his ideas and put Edison on the. That's why. I mean, you can get a Tesla car because some private company owner from South Africa made it, but you pay your bill every month to Edison.
Damn. Oof. Hey.
No matter who the fuck you is, yo.
No, that's real. Again, there's still that small collective profiting off this, which who the fuck decided money's that important?
How else you gonna trade for anything? Well, first and foremost, money's not on top. You know what's on top. Me and you know what's on top.
Human capital or gold?
No,
I think
pussy.
it's. Oh, okay.
That's the only reason you get all that other stuff.
That's crazy, ain't it? That's crazy, ain't it? Who run the world?
Call
girls. No,
Call
that's
me
real.
a liar.
That's facts. That's actually facts. Every industry support.
There was
the
one
pursuit
vagina
of happiness
on Earth. There was one vagina, 2 guys, and they were like,
"Oh man,
fuck, I gotta have something that he doesn't have."
More coconuts." Shit, you're right. All right.
I better go get these coconuts.
No, that's real. I think, and even does that still stem back to surviving, right? Like we wanted to survive it, and then it became about greed. Because now there's more women than men on this planet, and that's just statistically true. So you know,
those little fucking fruit flies. Not to get too fucking weirdo, but
I mean, get in there.
Flies that live for like 33 minutes.
All they do is fuck or what?
All they do.
If you got 33 minutes, wouldn't you just be fucking
on your
like
old banana? Fuck and then go die.
That's it. What a dream life. Just a small cycle. You did your part. You annoyed somebody. Hung around the bananas. You fucked and you just dipped out. That's great. Reincarnate me as a fruit fly. I think I'm ready.
Matter of fact, if you're 28 minutes old, you're an OG. Like, man, like 5 niggas at the barbecue try to clap me, son. But I made it. I had sex with like 3,000 bitches.
Yo, immediately. Imagine putting them numbers, bro. Record time. That's nuts. I didn't know fruit flies got down like that. Yeah. That's great.
Imagine you're one of those fucking animals that's evolved to as soon as you slide out of your mom's pussy, you're on your legs looking around paranoid.
I mean, men, right? I feel like if it's not this, it's that. If it's not that, cops all of a sudden looking at you like, you look guilty. You're like, yo, what the fuck? Give me a break.
Get your stuff out of the glove box. Stop moving.
Right, bro. No, and our parents don't help. As soon as you have a conscience, they're like, get down. So you're in the car just like, you know, fuck it. Why? We don't want to pay twice for parking. Like, what? We were taught to just fear everything. Yeah. And which is survival still, because this world is scary, bro. The world is, I think what saves me in most situations, when I was younger, it was a little different. You know, you want to act tough and overcompensate. Like, I'm tough, I swear. So you stare people down. I learned very quickly, don't do that. You know, especially, there's some scary motherfuckers that stare back. And you're just like, you got it. Like, you don't even got to say nothing.
Oh, I've definitely had that moment where you trying to mad dog somebody. And you catch that one guy that's been waiting all day, all month, ever since he got released.
You're his moment.
His whole life. He's like, just keep, nice. You're giving me an invitation.
There it is. You gonna break that spell for him. Just look right at him. No, and and you just want to be like, you got it, Pam. I'm sorry. You want to cope with that? I don't even work here. Like, you could cut it from me at McDonald's. Like, it's fine. Like, I wanted my McNuggets bad, but you know what? You wanted more, and you deserve it.
Yeah, hell yeah.
That happens to be a lot of Sox games, I felt like. Because I used to drink a lot of Four Locos once I became almost of age. You know, like, I was just,
Four Locos might have started legitimate wars.
I'm ready for my fucking class action suit 20 years from now. And Peter Francis Geraci's going to be on it, and I want to be there to collect my check. I'm putting down a record right now. My liver started to hurt, and I just be sitting down, and it's just hurting. So it's like, I didn't drink this week, but like, I did drink Four Locos a lot 10 years ago, and I think now it's going to happen.
For sure.
Oh, for sure. I mean, dude, you ever drink 3 in the night? Did you ever pull that off or not? Because I feel like we all think we can, and it's no.
That's a tough one to pull up. Plus, and if you do different colors, you might. Ooh. That's a misdemeanor.
What's your favorite? What's your favorite? Everybody got a favorite. The one that you're like, I'm gonna get down.
I think red was.
Red? What is that? That sounds scary. I like grape. I actually called it grape. It helped me drink it. I'm like, this is just acid in the color purple, but I like it.
Yeah, I didn't give a fuck. And I'm still got that old when it came out. Like, it was like damn near illegal.
Yeah, the OG one with the actual energy in it?
Yeah. Oh, no, it was like, it ain't regulated.
I caught it after the break, after they came back. So I got the different formula, but it still succeeded in fucking my life.
When I first started drinking them, it was really just camouflage with, like, somebody drew a marker on that bitch.
Like, this sounds like a good name, Four Loko. And we bought that shit up, bro.
Yeah.
Remember the Colt 45 Blast? You ever have those?
Oh, I don't.
It was like a classy Four Loko. Snoop Dogg owned it.
no.
I think he should have.
I just remember they were coming out in the news like Four Locos has a week's supply of caffeine and a year's supply of Old English malt liquor.
Yeah, right.
Like, all right, let's go.
It just became a problem once Tyler started becoming like a crackhead in the neighborhood. I'm telling you, when we're drinking it, it's fine. But once the gatekeep stops, it's over.
Yeah.
But that was probably for the better. We don't need that. I
It
do
was
drink
just a
Monacos
grimy-
now.
If you're walking the streets with a tall boy in a brown paper bag, doesn't matter what it is, you're one of them guys.
I've been there, but if it's a Four Loko, you're just a little dirtier. I've been outside of Wrigleyville. They didn't have tickets to the game. Just out there drinking. Like, you going to the game? No, I'm a Sox fan. I shouldn't be here. Four Loko in a bag. I don't care.
When you got a Four Loko
Crazy.
in a brown bag outside and you're walking, you're one of them. When your mom says, "Hey, don't go outside," they out there.
You're outside.
You're one of they.
Yeah, bro. That's like a flashback into the future, is looking at yourself. And like you look back through the window and you're like, this is going to be you 17 years from now. Hey, man, you need to live it. It's fine. I think we came out better for it.
Hell yeah.
Our spleen didn't. That's fucked.
I don't even know what my spleen is for. I know that it's bad when it goes bad, but I don't know what it does.
I want to uncheck myself as an organ donor.
You think you don't think the next person you'll
I
do
think I'm gonna kill more people than hell, but they're gonna put my shit in the system and it's gonna reject. Like, yo, this guy drank Four Loko a lot back then. There's a
they
whole
wake him up, they're like, I didn't have this before.
just tastes a black about his lips. It's like he smoked plastic tips. What the fuck? Like, yeah, I like it better. It's less sticky.
As soon as they wake up, the nigga, they give my shit to you. Like, ooh, I'm getting too old for this.
Literally, bro. I was like,
put me
Timmy,
back
you're
to sleep.
12. Like, yo, what the
Back
fuck?
to sleep, please.
He's like, yo, get me out of here. He's got a 16-inch softball game later. But he's ready.
Oh my God, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, we are back. Another episode of the Real Rap Podcast. I'm with another one of my esteemed colleagues, Monchi. Monchi, say hi to all the people in radio tonight. As you know, I have no idea what episode we're on. Got to be somewhere around the 80s. So you'll see it somewhere on the screen. And then also, as you know, we've already been talking for like the last
3 minutes.
Yeah, 3.5, 4 minutes, about an hour, 2. So we're going to hop right back into our conversation. Catch up. There is something I wanted to ask. Have you seen the Diddy doc?
Parts of it. I'm still on episode 2.
You're still on episode 2?
3.5.
Can we take a moment just to salute when it comes to the petty plateau, right? When it comes to the Mount Rushmore of ruthless behavior, 50 Cent has to be at the tippity top.
He's up there for sure. Definitely like around the ex-woman scorn, but he's
He said he has baby mama energy.
like, he could get there. Like, he's number 2 or 3, but somebody's out there, baby mama. She had the means, she would destroy a man further. He got close. He did get close.
50 Cent has dedicated no less than 20 years of making sure that Ja Rule does not have a career. And I mean going out of his way, let alone he just did this documentary.
Another one?
He did this documentary.
50's out doing documentaries. Oh, No, it's crazy. I think, when he got a vendetta on you, it's like, he's going to get you. But no, what do you think about it?
The Diddy situation, allegations, everything that's going on with him, he's serving his time. I've never really been a big Diddy fan. As far as somebody that's a go-getter, I guess, in business-wise. But even that, like, some of the things I've heard that he was doing for business is like, is that what it takes? Because I'm not willing to make those sacrifices.
Like, people are ruthless, man. And I think, so I was just talking about with my shorty about that, which is the human condition, right? Like, that's a man repressed, clearly. Whatever he was repressing, that's up to him and whoever.
I don't think he was repressing it all that much.
Oh, before that, I'd say he was repressed before he had the means to take control to get what he wanted. I think that's where the anger and the rage came from, right? Like, even they talked about it earlier where his mom said, like, like his friend said that the mom wanted a prince, not a princess. And it's like, probably spent all the time beating it out of him to make him masculine. So all the while, he was not a masculine guy. We see it.
Right.
But his overcompensating, led to anger because he was pressing something. So once he had the means to take control and power over people, again, back to greed and love. And what might start off as love, he had that greed in his heart, ended up overcompensating to hurting people. And yeah, bro, I think that's just a 101 in the human condition of what happens when you're hurt as fuck and have a lot of trauma, don't heal it, and then get too much power to actually let it corrupt you.
And the crazy part is that probably, and I'm speculating, but a lot of that trauma, a lot of that pain, a lot of maybe the rejection. I know his father had passed, I think, on some affiliate stuff as well when he was super young. That probably gave him the fire to want to succeed to begin with.
Probably, and even by those means, right? To kind of be a gangster in a world where he himself wasn't a gangster, but because he was expected to be the prince becoming the king, right? Like, especially I think we see anybody now that had a dad in their life that was either absent, abusive, or what have you, right? It just becomes, they still want to prove to dad figure either in other men or in yourself, but it usually leads to overcompensating because we haven't had a man to genuinely be like, this is what it takes to be a man. When we do, it's typically being empathetic, right? Actually provide security and safety rather than making you feel scared. But how many men do we have in our life actually showing love to other men, to women, to kids? It's tough, right? So I think anytime we see humans really just kind of get that access of just being pieces of shit, maybe they just take it out on other people. And yeah, with this dude's case, it just got extreme, bro. Like, how you trying to kill Kid Cudi, man? Like, that's my dog.
Yeah, for what? You already know we got like 19. You know we be having bad dreams and whatnot. You already the loner.
Like, right? He's already sad and shit. Like,
he already has a diary,
right? Like, I think ever since that Kid Cudi became positive as fuck, man, I was like, you know what? Maybe
I haven't much heard anything from Cudi since
he's been on a health trip. Like, he's finding happiness now, right? Even Childish Gambino basically said it. It's you live two lives, and he quoted, I forgot who, but he's talking about you live two lives, and the second begins when you realize you only have one.
Yeah.
And there's a truth to that in your life or death experience, right? That just wakes you up like, oh shit, I'm fragile. I should enjoy the fuck out of this. Or simply just that awakening of, hey, I'm gonna die. That amor fati. Like, love thy fate. You're gonna literally die tomorrow. So fucking seize the day type shit. And I just dropped like 3 references from Instagram. It's crazy.
No, yeah.
But
it's part of life.
Yeah, bro, it's all life. It's a cycle. And you either decide what part you want to play. Either you want to be the victim of life happening to you, or you want to take control and just say, you know what, fuck it, I'm gonna die, bro. And then just do it. And most often, unfortunately, humans need that actual life or death experience to wake up to that, or that decision to wake up to it and just pursue that shit every day. Because we're liable to fall back into, whatever, you know?
Yeah.
You need that drive and fire still, but that's motivation. Who has that?
Some days you just burn a day because it's whatever, and then you see, like, your YouTube feed shows you, like, Kobe Bryant go, ain't no days off.
You need that shit, bro.
I got rid of all my pillows. Basketball.
That's funny as hell.
My strength and conditioning coach sings me in the morning. That's my alarm clock.
Oh,
like,
man.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Damn.
Right,
he walks around with his socks wet. Like, yo, that's dedication. Just stay uncomfortable. I wish that upon nobody, bro. Squishy socks? Imagine, like,
yeah, squishy socks is miserable, bro. Like, you get new socks after you run 100 wind sprints.
You know it's gonna dry sticky too, so it's like, come on, that wasn't there before. I hate that.
Somebody just put sriracha on your top lip. Don't wipe it off.
Oh, don't lick it off either. Just smell it. Fucking smell it. It burns. It will burn too, bro.
This is a commercial. Nike, stay uncomfortable.
This motherfucker with tacks inside his shoes, bro. I'm only kicking the table.
Oh, holy moly, man.
This is great, man.
But yeah, I don't.
I do want to take a moment. I feel like this is the background that was underground at Fort City. Like, you know what I'm talking about?
Oh, that's a long time.
I seen this setup down there, like with the cameras, the lights.
They have good taste.
Oh man, I love it.
Yeah.
You got Kobe's. What you got?
Nah, those are the Mikey's. Oh, those are the fours.
Fours.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah, man, it's not too bad. We was talking about it earlier, right? And I think the last time I heard it said best was Tupac, California Love. It wouldn't be LA without Mexicans. Black love, brown pride in the sets again. Why? And here's the thing. I've worked construction before for like 6 years.
You got called Dominican a lot, huh?
A bunch. I've been called Native American, Dominican, Puerto Rico, all of it. But I even started, learning 2-3 words or whatever, because back then I was in Nebraska working construction. It was 95% white dudes, and then every now and then a job site would have a bunch of Mexicans or one other black guy or whatever. And I would kick it with the essays at lunch most of the time, because if I ever kicked it with the white boys at lunch, they would spend the whole lunch hour talking shit about Mexicans. So it didn't take me too much to go, well, when I'm not around, who are they talking about? So I would just spend my lunchtime with the essays, treating me with respect.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely. And we share our food too. That's dope.
And then on the comedy scene, we see each other, we get along, it's cool.
Yeah,
in school or just out and about, we'll snap on each other. We have similar-ish senses of humor. We all know people in county, know people locked up in the feds. We have that together.
A lot of commonalities, cultural.
Our cultures are machismo and all of that good stuff.
Even the bastard, unfortunately.
Fear God, even though they break all the rules in the Bible, the whole nine, right? Where is the disconnect in the bigger picture?
Glad you asked. I feel like that's quite literally even why I created the production side of the Legion comedy show I do. That one I do in different American legions around the city, mainly on the south side right now still. But it's veterans. It's mainly veterans. And I started out in the Pilsen one, so it's a lot of Latino veterans.
Yeah.
But Latino, black veterans, white veterans, like they all come through, and it's not like seeing veterans, like military folks, how they interact with one another. They show you what it could look like, because they bonded over, hey, my life depended on you, bro. So I see you as a brother, where even they can let off their racial slurs and whatnot, but to them it's like, bro, like we love each other. So I see it, right? And to me, my whole goal, even in comedy, to create something is like, why not make a room that brings black, white, and brown, but mainly black and brown. White people, y'all invited too. But my main thing is black and brown needs to hang out, because even on my job sites, like I've worked in mainly predominantly black spaces, where a lot of older black women that treat you with a type of love that only, only a black woman could give.
Understood, yeah.
The same way that Mexican moms, like, ay, mijo, they can still nurture you, this and that, but black women in general provide you this type of security. White women, as a black or brown man, they're your biggest ops. They're the one, it's not the white man, it's the white woman that sneers at you and sends her husband at you. So I think for me, it's always been a love for black people in general, due to being dark skinned, the acceptance I've gained growing up here, it was just night and day, right? Yeah. But it's like, why not create a space where we can all literally hang out, vibe over the thing that unites all of us, which is jokes and laughter, and just get drunk together and literally dance, sing. We do karaoke sometimes, and by the end of the night, people literally looking at each other, why don't we hang out more often? Why don't we? Well, the spaces are limited, right? If you really look at it, what's actually marketed to us to hang out? There's overlap, there's sports games and this and that, but what's actually marketed more to us, by us, for us? Not much.
Not much when it comes to like the intermingling, which is crazy, because it might actually be one of those things that I think my phone might have more influence on me than maybe reality, because in a vacuum, in your own neighborhood, in your own culture, in your own house or whatever, it's gonna look pretty one-sided. It's going to be people you're related to, the people that are in your neighborhood. They're probably going to look a lot like you for the most part, depending on what neighborhood.
Yeah,
for Chicago,
sure. For sure.
You can go somewhere, it's going to be crazy.
There's diverse neighborhoods, but for the most part, we're still a segregated city. If you go to Brownsville, it's going to be black. If you go by Midway Airport or anywhere on the Orange Line, Mexicans.
Yeah, of course.
You know?
Did you know how many times I've rode down 35 all the way to, of course. So, 35th Street. So, is that just a part of the human nature of things? That it's like, all right, guys are going to be territorial. Who are you? You didn't grow up around me. I don't know you, and you don't look like me. So stay over there. What are you coming over here for? You want one of my girls? Get out of here, bro.
It's still the mindset of the oppressor. I think still, I get there's still a tribalism where even amongst ours, there's still, like you said, it's usually over a woman, right? Or which is over love or intimacy. That still comes from a scarcity mindset. That still comes from there's not enough. And I think that's been taught. That's learned through experience, but we haven't had to be in survival mode for a minute now. We were taught we were. And then credit cards came along and tricked you into survival is now not just eat, but have better shit than your neighbors. And that mindset of dominance in humans took over again, where I do want to be better than my neighbor. Let me show off and stunt. But it's still a game of resources. If we all realize there's enough for all of us, which there's fucking enough for all of us, and we could get over that fact, we could actually find more common ground than actually having to be, hey, that's mine, that's mine. It's more, hey, bro, you want it? You got it. You want that? I got enough for myself. But we have to come to that conclusion that that's not just our environment became that, but that's not who we've been. That was taught to us. It really became the dog-eat-dog world that only capitalism, that shit drives. But it starts with us, bro. With realizing I have enough. I do want to share with my neighbor. It's not about saying I want to and then hoarding resources. That gatekeeping shit gotta stop.
Well, without saying any names, what is your slice of the culture saying about America right now? Because it's been nonstop for about 3 years plus minus. Call it damn near 4 years. There's been the border. Now the border's closed, or the border's gonna get fenced up, and the president's gonna make Mexico pay for it. Then it was deportation and ICE, and then the immigration has been a humongous part of the American zeitgeist and culture for a minute now. And when you think immigration, you think the southern border. Every American automatically defaults to Mexican first, right?
Yeah.
What? Your finger on the pulse. What is the culture on your side saying?
It's crazy. I like the way you've asked the question, because for me it's twofold. Like, I connect both with the pulse of the culture, but I've also kind of not thought just by means of my culture. My culture has been, again, I've interacted with people all sorts where I feel like that perspective.
You know what I'm saying, though?
Yeah, for sure. Where it's like I hear, but I still see just misguided, uneducated people or distracted people. I do see not enough people actually seeing the issue for what it is, and that's a big part of the problem. Like, even when old boy got elected, I sat there in disbelief, bro. Like, I was watching the election results. Like, I wasn't even gonna vote. I was gonna be one of them. But when I saw what was at stake, I'm like, let me just go do the right thing. Like, I would rather see a woman in charge to, at the very least, inspire the next woman to want to do it over the option. A lot of homies were like, nah, right? I go and watch the news and it's saying that Latino men are the reason why this dude is in the front. Bro, my jaw dropped for a second. And then I really started realizing our culture has always propped up machista, like machismo culture, always. The homies I've seen when they get the construction jobs, start making bread, how they switch up, because now they're hanging around white people and they start driving the pickup truck, and they do assume proximity of power makes you safe. You do assume your lighter skin's gonna get you accepted by these people that quite literally gonna talk shit about you the second you leave Gutierrez. Like, they're always gonna talk shit. But people do switch up, and I've seen it. And that to me was a culmination of the propaganda working to keep us apart, and that whole mindset of, oh shit, I am better than my neighbor. And to see it in my own community, I wasn't shocked, because it's been that. I see the good in our community where it doesn't have to be that, but that usually comes by way of the Latinos that do have black friends and white friends and gay friends and trans friends, and people that are open-minded to see humans bigger than just the Latino community. Because Latino community is also divided. There's colorism rampant. Of course. Rampant, bro. Of course. I grew up, seeing that, being told, güerito bonito. Prietito, like, they're scared of us. Yeah. And then they put that in your mind where it's like, oh shit, why? Now that I've grown up and seen, the fucking European complex being pushed on everybody since the moment we're born, okay, I see it now. Y'all preying on people's insecurities. But what I see in Latino culture is that, bro, either people that aren't educated, that are trying to survive a lot of times too. You gotta pay the bills. You don't got time to care about the news until it hits your home. But this didn't start 3 years ago, bro. They've been treating the immigrant, whoever the immigrant is at that moment. Once they couldn't fuck with black people in that same way, it became somebody else. But y'all haven't stopped being fucked with one way or another. It's still a system. 7 years ago,
they had the little aluminum blankets on the kids.
Oh yeah, man. And to them, it's anybody could get it that doesn't look like you, because they're still preaching this bullshit to white people, because it's still, even the people in power know it's not about that. They don't actually care, but they know you can rile up enough people to make them fear their neighbor, to utilize that for policy to advance your means of just making money.
So what is the culture saying about America as a whole these days? What's it?
I'm seeing people starting to wake up a little bit more and taking their hands on and taking it seriously. Be, oh shit, I should care more about politics. I think there's gonna be a lot more Latinos in politics with the right mission stepping up. At least that's my hope. But I'm hopeful, because people are starting to be like, oh, I do care about this. Oh, I don't want to do the right thing. I do see the power now in myself, because Latino culture is also a very submissive culture. We're always seen as kind of being loud, this and that. If you really see how we act amongst our families, not like we're very quiet, like we're usually very timid. At least my generation was. But now that we're seeing, like, bro, I don't have to be. I could have a voice. I could step up. I could be a leader. I think we're gonna see the culture actually shifting towards uniting with black people, which I think for us is necessary. That's why when you quote Tupac, I'm like, thank you. Like, that needs to happen. And I think so long as we could bridge that gap and get Mexicans to stop saying the N-word, that's gonna help a lot.
That's somewhat of a movement that's out there, but I've even seen a lot lately. I think one of the benefits, I try and say it, the benefits with this newer generation is they're so in tune with like emotional intelligence, that they're really trying to slow down and put a stop on all the toxic traits from my generation and before that, and I don't see a lot of, but that's that slice of people, right? There's still that slice of people that's like, nah,
I don't give a fuck.
I don't want peace. I want problems.
Yeah. And I think that's the struggle, right? In all humanity, there's still always gonna be the joker of the world that just wants to see shit burn. And I don't know, man. I think that's what we have to also be okay with. A perfect picture isn't gonna be perfect. I think so long as we all just kind of stand up for one another and just watch that.
If we're in a
that
crew,
matters.
There's 5 of us. Me and you are the funny guys. Them 2 over there are the jocks, and we got that one dude that says the craziest shit, does the craziest shit, will punch somebody in the mouth for no reason at all. And we're outside and we're like, oh, hey, what's up, new dude, whatever. Oh, yeah, that's funny. That's funny. You hilarious. Do me a favor. You might want to get gone before Brodem come by. All right, you want to sit there? I told you, there's always going to be that one live wire that don't care about the rules too much.
Yeah, and I think that still just comes back down to us, right? How do you react to a moment? You can't control people. All you can control is your reaction to people. Yeah. Sometimes it's either help out the situation, sometimes remove yourself from the situation. Ultimately, it just comes down to what's the right moment, what's the right call.
What is your role to stop something bad from happening? When you're sitting in there at the wrestling place, you got your first Spider-Man suit on, and the dude stiffs you on the money, and then you see the guy rob him, and he starts running to the elevator, and you're Spider-Man, and you don't stop him.
And he gets Uncle Ben.
But what is your responsibility? Because I've been there. I can't tell you how many times. Hey, Mike, we about to take this, and we're gonna go over there, and we're gonna woo out the Bam. You coming? No. Blessings. No. Enjoy that. Yo, so-and-so said this, that. I'm finna go over there and handle business. Hey, bro, how about you? Hey, nigga, fuck off me. You want? Hey, best of luck to you, and I extend my blessings. Like, there's when it comes to like some man shit. Like there was one time I can remember. I tried to stop. It was my group of guys. We was in Colorado. I was stationed out there. And 2 of my guys were about to get into a fight. And I tried to stop it. And by me trying, and there's everybody's outside. Yeah. It's a gang of people.
No good deed goes unpunished.
And when they're out for blood, when a group of people are out for blood and they expect to see a fight's going to happen.
The energy is palpable. The energy real. It's going to translate
palpable,
into it.
Right?
Yeah.
So by me stopping that fight, I end up having to fight somebody else.
Damn.
Because the energy just transferred over to me. So what is your responsibility if you see somebody about to go do something bad? Another man. I'll leave it. I'll square it off that way.
That's a big man.
I tell you,
bigger than me, man. Like I gotta jump on his back. I don't know, man. All right.
You're on the red line.
Oh, red line. Oh, that changed shit. Green line maybe, but red line. I'm like,
you're on the red line.
Somebody you think I know will do is come back and fuck you up, man. I don't know.
Hey, the green line goes to the low end too, bro.
I mean, but they different. It's elevated. It's different. They got air every time the doors open. It's not the sewer air. It's like doors closed.
Oh my god.
They think better up there.
I know Bill Burr has a joke about this, but still, like if you're on the red line and you see some people get into it, maybe it's a romantic squabble. Like, what do?
I'm switching cars. I'm going through the middle. I'm like, y'all got it, pimp. I'm like, no, I'm not going out like this. I should have been on the red line right now either. You know what I mean? There's a lesson for all of us.
I made a mistake.
Right? Like, nobody should be here. Oh man.
I thought I transferred to Jackson. All right.
No transfer? All right, I'm gonna stay on here.
What's our responsibility? Because when you're in the city, when you're in Chicago, it's a mind your business city. When something happens to you, it's like, hey man, what happened to Monchi? He wasn't minding his business.
That's true.
He was on the red line. Some people got into it, and then he went in trying to be a superhero.
No, that's real. I think so. I liked how even earlier you touched on you avoided the battles by not even partaking, right? Like I think even Sun Tzu said that shit, which is the best way to win a battle is to avoid it. Like, damn, I like that.
Bruce Lee took it in Enter the Dragon. I'll show you the art to fight him without fighting. Put that dude on a boat.
Damn, don't have to fight him.
And slung it off the back of the other boat.
Oh damn, yeah. It's like the best battlefield tactic is to not have to battle at all. But let's say you're in the thick of it, right? I'd say scream really loudly. Probably just like like just
You might get robbed.
Oh right, like yo, nah,
man. Not screaming.
Right? Like yo, take him. Nah, right? Nah, I think it just varies, right? Because again, you don't want to get involved in some shit that leads to like your life being taken, but you still want to do the right thing. So I think if you could go and like sweep the leg and like let them run, maybe you jump in. Danielson, bro. Like I think we could just fucking like hit him, Johnny, with the crane foot. I did break up a fight in the River North though, just like that. Outside a tunnel. No, I'm just kidding. No, I was in River North. I saw some lady get her weave snatched in the middle of the street, bro. Like the shit broke out, and I was in the car trying to get pizza. And again, I'm like, don't get involved. But I just flashed my lights at them a little bit, and they stopped fighting. And I was like, all right, that's all you gotta do sometimes.
They was waiting for that. They was waiting for somebody to give them a reason to stop.
They didn't want to be out there. Like yo, this asphalt kind of hurts. Like yo, they didn't fix this pothole for a year. Like yo, that shit look painful. He flashed
his lights. We had to stop trying to murder each other,
bro. Like that shit, it looked like a fight between friends, and like I was just like, y'all gotta do this. But I think if you're asking what I gotta do, is I don't know, just try to like flash my light at people. I think that's distracting enough. Like when we get the light, we're I gotta go. Like
you give him the 1
give him the light. That's it. Hey, shut it down.
You got 1 minute to keep fighting.
And don't you run your fucking time again.
They start winding it down, guys.
Like goddamn, we got the headliners coming up. Get the fuck out of here.
Get your last little Stone Cold Stuttering.
And you know, maybe one got epilepsy and it just puts them to sleep. Like I think just stop it. Yeah, just come on, please. Just
now you're a part of the melee.
Oh shit!
Fall down, crack the head on the pavement. I mean, now you're in court.
My bad, dog. I think I just need
tattletale on people who don't even know.
Peter Francis Gerasio help. I think that's his job. I see his billboards. Either fucking Top Dog Law better be worth their shit because that's who I'm calling.
All their billboards, and they're the same. I wonder if they have a conference every year, because no matter what state you go into, the biggest billboard in the entire town, every town, is whoever their ambulance chaser is.
That's real. I never thought about that.
And it's the same phone number. They just changed it's just 773.
It's all the same call center in India.
645-222-2222. My friend, what has happened to you, my friend?
Right, like, bro, I thought this was low end.
Car accident?
Damn, how do they get that number? You're right. It's always just like a fucking flat number. Just 2s or 4s, an angel number. They know that we're spiritual. They just call me. I'll be your angel. Like, I'll get you paid. And then take all your shit in residuals.
Oh, holy moly, man.
I don't know. If I get my timeshare out of like getting a hit and run, like I think I made it. That's how I accomplished my goal.
Timeshare is crazy. I mean, I think what's tweaking me off the most is that it's your dream. So you could actually just say my property, but you keep calling it a timeshare. But it's your dream.
That's
You can do whatever you want with your dreams and fantasies.
That's why it's cool. Like there's a pool, there's a beach, they maintain it. I just show up once or twice a week, maybe Airbnb it for 1 week. Like I don't even gotta worry about it.
Want a 3-way lease?
Like, property. 4 if I get lucky. Like yo, knock the interest down a bit. Like I'll share. Let me get there spring.
I need this broken up a little bit, you guys.
Oh man, hey, fuck it. That's fine with me. I don't gotta own it.
I'm dying to know. So I know definitely with black culture, and it's not even. I take that back. Not even black culture. I have noticed with whatever tribal culture, right? Chicago people will be like, man, them Detroit dudes stick together. We crabs in a barrel. We don't never da 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 da. Or hey, the South would be like, oh man, them New York cats stick together. Or pick a whatever. South Side cats would be like, man, and West Side dudes, they stick together. We tear each other apart, and this, that, and the third. And I know
okay.
one of the one I hear the most. Why I want to bring it up to you is it's not even a black thing. I've seen. And not just nobodies, but some guys on stage that build a following, and they're Hispanic, mostly Mexican, from what I could tell, and the following is crazy. I see it also with, say, the Muslim community are hugely supportive.
Like we ride out for ours, you mean?
Yeah. Is that same from the? Because I keep saying it like that because on the inside, right? On the inside, the West Side will be like, man, the South Side stick together. We don't never do that. And somebody on the South Side says the same thing about the West Side. From the inside looking out, do you see it the same way? Like your community is very supportive of each other, or?
I think if you're raw, like if you're good, people will ride out for you. But they know who's a pretender. If you're a poser, like people don't know, like they're not gonna ride for you. But if you're real. And I think even
so it's universal. It's the same for everybody.
Yeah, I
if
think
you're
it's
good
anybody.
at what you do, people will support you.
If you have mass appeal, I think even that's the tough part about trying to come up in Chicago. It's I think even Kid Cudi said it in one of his songs, which is he had to leave, town to get his style he found, and then when he comes back, now they fix their faces. Same shit here, like you could be raw as fuck, but there's so many raw motherfuckers out here that's like so. But if you leave town and you go impress XYZ, you hit in Cali, you hit New York, Canada, now all of a sudden people fix their face. Oh shit, you are cold. Like, why do I gotta go prove myself? But I think that's cool ultimately because this is, like what better than to build your talent than around people that aren't gonna humble you. Do you want somebody kissing your ass? Like that's what LA's for, if you want to go that route. I think for us, we definitely ride out. Again, even right now, Ralphie, he's the biggest one in Mexican American territory. Ralph Barbosa's fucking hilarious. Like he's got it,
Yeah.
But Chicago loves him. He's a Texas boy, but Chicago rides out for that dude. No other, because we relate to him in such a way that Texas got a Chicago connection that most people don't know about. A lot of Mexicans in Chicago move to Texas because it's cheaper and you get like a nice big house on your own lot. Avoid the gang problems we got out here for the most part. They got their own bullshit. But you gotta deal with the heat and Cowboys fans, which just sounds miserable. But they move that route, and there's like that still connection that there's a longing for it. Texas for us sometimes seems like an escape, and Chicago welcomes people that kind of come over here from over there that bring that perspective. And basically, long-winded way of saying, if you're good and you represent the people that you're speaking for, yeah, we'll fuck with you.
You said Texas, and my brain went on a rabbit hole. Is Joaquin El Chapo Guzman? Is he like a?
He cartel, bro.
Is he
from Sinaloa?
And we're not gonna get too deep, but is he like a Robin Hood kind of figure?
I think anybody good at what they do at that level is ultimately kind of a Robin Hood figure, because in order to look out for your people around you, that's what's gonna protect you, right? Like the best leaders are the ones that feed the people loyal to them, and even those that ain't, because you never know, they could be plotting on you. But yeah, he looked out for his people, and they're like, I'll look the other way, because. But that's anybody, right? I think that's anybody. Like, you don't bite the hand that feeds you, they say. But
some would say some of the leaders of this very.
No, they just go to the highest bidder, bro. Like they don't even disguise that shit. It's just fucking pay for play at our level. At least our people, and not that there's more right and wrongs. I do see that at least like in our cultures, whether it's in Chapo or people like them, we do at the very least try to look out for people genuinely. It's just, damn, how do you justify all the other shit? You know what I mean? That's the tough part where I stay out of it, I think that's one where you just try to stay out of it and realize that not everybody could be the Fred Hampton, because to somebody, Fred Hampton was public enemy number one, and to some people, he was just trying to feed people. Yeah. And I saw.
Matter of fact, we'll finish this part of the conversation.
I'll say straight that
after the cameras go off. Yeah. I'll ask you the questions I really want to ask, because I know what time it is. Certain things you just can't say on camera.
And that might be the first time in history that El Chapo and Fred Hampton were referred to in the same sentence. And that, I'm like, my bad history. Like I don't even think that goes hand in hand. But so I fuck with Fred.
Yeah. Fred was cool.
And Chairman Fred Hampton, sorry.
They did him super dirty.
In our own city, bro. Like that's how, again, you could be Blue Lives Matter all you want. I'm not scared to say I'm against that shit. Ain't no blue lives. And it's one of those true things where you're supposed to be protecting us. But are you? If you really look at the beginnings of cops, their system was always designed to start off as slave catchers, right? and then became about preserving white property. When has that ever been about protecting people that look like me, or it's never been that. So as an institution, I'm like, how can I get behind paying my taxes into motherfuckers that got the targets on my back or my brother's backs? That's a tough one, and then to know the history in our own city, they literally assassinated somebody that was trying to make a fucking real change.
Oh yeah,
that's tough, man.
It's a dirty business for sure. Do you see a system without them though?
I think we just need more systems, right? As fucked up as it is. But I think more targeted systems towards, again, mental health and dispatching the appropriate levels of care to what the system calls. Again, there's times when cops are needed, but shit, we don't even got well-trained cops. We know that we just keep putting in people that perpetuating the old way of life, which is, again, preserving property for white people on the most part. I think it would help to have better police, for sure. But I think in order to get that, you need people that respond to what needs to be responded to and not drain them there, because they're not fit for a mental health crisis. They just fucking started a few months ago. They're just going, I don't know what to do. Either arrest you or shoot. That's not going to solve the issue. So I think in a perfect system, I guess you do still need somebody that enforces, right, the law and can actually protect people, but they're not protecting people. It's not deterring people. All they're doing is shooting first, asking questions later. So I think still as it is, an overhaul is definitely needed.
Power corrupts, and then having human emotions on top of power, on top of a argument ender, that's a pretty hefty. All right, so
yeah,
we have gotten to the point. So you're gonna be the first, Monchi. We are at the final round of questions. So I'm writing on stage right now. We're figuring this out as we go along. So here, I'll ask you at the very least 2. I'm trying to get to 3. You get 2 passes. All right.
All right.
But then you got to get something, and they're not bogus questions. All right. Let me see. All right. What's a lie that you told that got out of hand? From any point in your life.
Oof. That got out of hand?
Yeah. Like you really had to run with it.
As crazy as it is, that I do stand-up comedy. You
had to tell the guys you was out shoplifting?
Bro, no, so the girl I'm with now, when I first met her, I do stand-up comedy. And I hadn't started yet, but I was gonna start. And I told her, and she was like, "Oh, that's cool."
You told her you sold out Zanies?
No, I didn't go that far. Now I was just like, "Yo, yeah, I do stand up." She's like, "Really?" And I'm just like, "Yeah," because I knew I was gonna start. And literally, I signed up for I used that as motivation. I'm like, "All right, tomorrow I'm gonna sign up at the Laugh Factory." Didn't get selected. Fucking let months pass where I didn't sign up again. I was just like, yo, this girl probably out here thinking I do stand up for real. And I was like, you know what, motherfucker, go do fucking stand up. You have to do stand up.
Right.
So I think it got out of hand because, bro, it's 2.5 years later and I'm really in this shit. So it's funny because it started off as a lie because I didn't do that shit. But
that's fire.
I really started doing it.
You put it in the universe early so that you had to back it up.
Shit, back it up, did I have to? Cause I got on social media posting shit. And I never posted on social in my life, bro. I'm the type of motherfucker to be 1 or 2 pictures on Facebook a year to let you know I'm alive. And now I'm posting all this shit, hitting mics, and it became oh man, these people watching, you can't just all of a sudden stop.
Now you got the social media
just
job.
Get in there, yo. Fuck that. I love taking breaks from that. Let people think if I'm alive.
Are you still with Shorty?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Who's someone you never want to run into again, and why?
I'm glad you asked. I don't think there's anybody. I'll be honest. I think it'd be interesting.
Exes, no old teachers, no neighborhood police officers.
Nah, I think it'd be interesting to see how much they've evolved and for them to meet me where I'm at.
You want to shit on people?
No.
You want to be like, yo, can come by my club. I got a couple of drinks. This is my show or whatever. So
I think quite the opposite. I think more on the human element, right? Oh, you see the name on top? Nah, it's much more just chill than that. I think is have a conversation with them as a more evolved version of who I view myself to be now, and in the sense of I put in the work. I've been trying to learn about myself, learn my triggers, learn my traumas, learn all the stuff that I'm like, all right, I don't want to be dictated by my past or. So I think when anything resurfaces, it's an opportunity for you to meet that again. You know, did I wrong this person? Did they hurt me? Did you piss me off? Do I still want to whoop your ass? Like, what if life is putting you in that situation and either say, I'm sorry, just man up, you know, like face the fucking battle, or to let it go. Is it truly I'm not gonna look at you spiteful, it's, oh shit, nice to see you're alive, and then keep it pushing? Is it oh shit, how you been, catch up? I think we shouldn't fear that, right? I think.
Does man up exist anymore? Are you even allowed to say man up in public?
You know,
right,
that's wild. You know, I think it's funny how even that comes. That's, you know, how we were raised. I think even manning up is much in the way like growing a pair of balls, right? We all assign it.
I was born in Texas. My mom's from Texas. My pop's from North Carolina. All of us military family. There's no way I can. It's impossible for me to not say yes, ma'am, no, sir.
Yeah.
No, ma'am, yes, sir. It's impossible. It doesn't matter if you're 8, 88.
Oh, yeah, it's so instilled in us. Yeah.
I cannot. I've been popped in the mouth for not. You know what I mean? It's drilled into me.
For sure.
So when I see somebody, my brain automatically quickly goes, you're in this or you're that, and I'm gonna give you the yes, no, ma'am, sir.
Yeah.
And these days, that should get you in trouble.
So I think we shouldn't fear that either, right? I think that's kind of even what we're talking about.
I'm in my 40s. Like, I don't care.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, it's still even with that, like our old ways. I think being checked is a beautiful thing. You know, I think sometimes it takes, and even if you talk to most Latinos now that actually stop saying the N-word, it's because most people needed to have one friend to actually check them. And I do say friend, not somebody just angry and spiteful at you. It's usually somebody that's like, hey, bro, I don't like when you use that. You know what I mean? Like somebody expressing to you that is hurtful, and then you having to be a man or whatever it is in that moment. And I always speak like that because, again, we're assigned these masculine and feminine traits as to what's what, right? But we can view it as, hell, womaning up is even tougher than manning up if we really want to break it down. But we speak in these euphemisms that we're taught, right? Man and his symbols. But I think it really comes down to, all right, how am I going to react to this? Like, am I going to be the version that I was taught, or am I going to actually learn from this moment because somebody's checking you and actually, hey, I want to learn something new, or say, this is how I was raised. I think it was even Einstein, that one of the motherfuckers that said, the greatest thing he ever learned is the ability to unlearn. You have to be willing to unlearn all your stuff in the past because you've been lied to. It's been propaganda. It's been somebody projecting their trauma. It's been somebody not breaking the cycle. Ultimately, you're in this new moment now, if you're present enough, right, to say, how do I want to react? But that comes checking yourself and breaking that old cycle of saying, oh shit, this is how I used to be. Who gives a fuck? Who are you now? So I think that just comes back to even like with somebody popping up in your life. It's like, all right, cool. It's probably testing you in that moment. Who are you now? You still gonna be petty? You still gonna throw that look? Guess what? They gonna pop up in your life again later because you haven't resolved it.
No, I definitely just doubled down. I say, man up, ma'am.
Oh, man up, man. That's funny as hell.
Ma'am up.
Man, I just read that shit on Threads on my way here. Also, somebody's like, in the nicest way possible, like to the theys and thems, like, how do you politely say, like, how we say yes, ma'am, or no, ma'am? And somebody said, like, just call us comrade, or like, or because that's or friend, you know, like, I think whatever it is, like, there's some, you know, there's truth to even where it's like, oh shit, we are just assigning people these words, the he, she, theys, them. That's still just a language spoken by who? Us now, because we speak English. But when it comes down to, is like, what do you want to be called? I think that's more important than the gender, pronouns, and this and that. Like, why not respect people just by what they want to be called as? Somebody goes by Monchi, like, that speaks heavy to me, you know, because that's not my legal birth name. But Monchi to me is synonymous with, that's what my mom calls me. From the moment I can remember, that's who I am to her. So I'm like, that's my mom's, my dad, my family. So to me, I'm like, when I hear that name, I'm like, oh shit, they care. They cared enough to pronounce it right. They cared enough to remember. That means more to me than any other label because that's your name. That's special. So I think when it comes to pronouns, hell, as long as they meet you and are willing to teach you to, if you say, oh, yes, ma'am, and they're like, I'm not a ma'am, I'm this and that, it's still their duty to educate you the right way, or at least express to them, like, hey, can I call me that?
Don't be a dickhead.
Yeah, they're a dickhead.
And if you are going to be a dickhead,
met with aggression.
Don't